Welcome to another great moment in the life of Church of the Holy Communion. Once again, we have been enormously blessed by a very generous family in this congregation. They are offering through a challenge gift a way of removing all the existing debt that remains. As you know, through another very generous family in Church of the Holy Communion, we were virtually given our parish hall. All that remains to pay off this building is approximately $230,000. But as we begin this campaign, I want you to remember something I said when we built the church. I said that building a building is really not about building a building, it's about ministry. And so again, as we come to a campaign to raise money, it's really not about the matching campaign, it's about enhancing the ministry of Church of the Holy Communion. Your family, like my family, has been greatly blessed by the ministry of this wonderful place, where we worship God with reverence, and we have a sense that God is with us, and there is a warm atmosphere from loving families. But as we begin, I want you to hear from some in our congregation who can say it so much better than I and tell their story.
Involvement at CHC has opened me up to a large extended family in Christ. I've gotten to make some incredible bonds with a lot of people. I've learned a lot from them. I've only been involved with a few other churches, and none of them possess the warm, comforting feeling that we have at CHC.
When we first came to the church, CHC was just a small congregation existing in the small chapel on the prairie. None of this was here, this church building. And it was an independent congregation, meaning that it had made the decision to remain as a faithful remnant, true to its Orthodox traditions. And as an independent church, there was this definite pioneer spirit that really is consistent with the fact that we're here on a historical property that is a Texas landmark. It has an old pioneer cemetery. That spirit was alive in this place when we came here.
My involvement with CHC has touched our family by providing us a strong Christian foundation. It also has meant a lot to me personally. I've met a lot of my great friends. I have a good school to work at in Holy Communion Christian Academy here at the church. And I can participate in many religious and social avenues throughout the church anytime.
The Church of Holy Communion has always been the center of our spiritual life. It has given us so much peace and comfort. I think most importantly, the service itself that's so quiet and reassuring and provides confirmation of the nearness of God and the presence of God at Church of Holy Communion. It's because of that presence of God that Holy Communion is our church and always will be.
It's been such a blessed time. There's something for everyone to do if they want to take part in it. It's just one big family. I feel so close to all the members, and there's so much love going around us. Well, there was another family kind of like ours that we met in a movie house in Richardson, and then our church combined with another church in Richardson, and we went to that for perhaps 2 Sundays and decided that we would like to move on, and we came out here to Church of the Holy Communion. My friend Mary Jane Matthew had discovered this little white church out in the prairie, and she said, "You'll just love it, just come and see." So we did, and we were hooked.
You have heard from members of Church of the Holy Communion. They are people just like you. Did you hear the common themes of how the life and the ministry of this church has touched their lives? The uniqueness of Church of the Holy Communion is its message, its worship, and its people. Now we want to see this ministry continue and even expand. We need to enhance our staff and our clergy so that we can continue to help more people. We want to be unshackled from the debt that remains on this parish so that, as I said earlier, we can reach and touch more people. The ministry is not about just the campaign, it is about the ministry. I ask you to consider what you might be able to do, remembering that whatever you give will be doubled because of the matching campaign program. Thank you for your prayerful consideration of what you might be able to give. God bless.